for a broker on the internet, what information do you want to see on their website?
That's a good question. Ooh, that is. I suppose that, like, the variety of firms. If it's a broker, who they deal with, so it's like saying, "Oh, we deal with however many," to give you confidence that they sort of really do trail the market. I think I'd want to see that. I guess I would be honest and say sometimes, like, little comments that people do make do influence you. Maybe like things like being in the business for however many years, experience.
Yeah, I think that's the time they've been in the business and established and so forth, and the volume they're dealing with. I suppose the sort of width of the market they're involved with. Yeah.
How independent they are, how many mortgage lenders that they use, I suppose.
What commissions or whatever we'd be letting ourselves in for by going to them.
And how much experience they'd had, I suppose.
Yeah. And any obviously professional qualifications would be useful, perhaps, if we knew anything about what all the acronyms meant. Yeah.
Which maybe some, sort of personal recommendations, or and plus, obviously contact details, and just a bit about the person, I suppose. I don't really know about qualifications and what those should be, but something so I get a feel for the person, and I'm reassured that he's independent and that everything's going to be upfront and transparent.
Well, we're on the internet. You're in a very impersonal place. You need to know who these people, who is this person? His actual name, her actual name, and a picture. Where are they? Where do they work?
More about their background, yeah.
But not so much their background, but just assure that are they a real person?
I'd want their background. You don't know what they could have done if I was going off the internet.
Yeah, that's true.
know.
Yeah.
Don't know really. I really couldn't say. I don't know what the appropriate trade bodies are to look for that, so I don't know. It would just be...
You would expect to see that, though.
Yeah, but I don't know what they are, so...
No, but you would expect to see that.
Yeah, I guess so. I'd probably check it out. I'll probably see what... Yeah, you're probably right.
What services they provide, costs, how they are independent, and any
recommendations from people,
and anything, whether there's somebody that regulates them that they're affiliated with.
Well, I've never looked for a broker on the internet, so I couldn't really think.
What we'd look for, no? See, no, like in the previous, how we answered the previous one, I would look to people that I know and ask their opinion first, and I'd rather go on recommendation.
I think, though, if you were looking for that kind of thing, you'd want to see a spread of companies that they deal with, that they're not all got their eggs in one basket, and perhaps you'd be looking for some proof of track record of the fact that they've been
So you want them to say,
efficient.
I've been in this business for how many years and arranged so many mortgages, and here's some testimonials. But you wouldn't, would you ask for that, really?
Not so much testimonials, but you'd be looking for somebody to have a range of other businesses that they deal with. I mean, that they don't just supply the mortgages from one or two companies, they supply lots of different ones. Shows a professional attitude and that they're not biased.
I see what you mean. Okay.
To be honest, I don't know really. Are you talking about regarding the company? About the...
Don't know.
I've really considered it.
Good question. What do we want to see on the website? Well,
you'd like to see feedback.
No, you want to see.
You'd want
it's
to
the questions you want to ask at the time.
Yeah,
somebody
percentages and.
No, you don't even really want to know all that. You just want somebody you can trust that is going to give you the. That's what they do. You know, it's like you don't go into.
You would I'm sorry. We would look for someone who was suggesting something cheap.
No. Yes.
We would.
Yeah, we want. Yes, of course you do. You want somebody that in the long run's cheaper. But how do they? You don't say. Well, you do, don't you? You go for like cheapest insurance, cheapest that.
Yeah.
Well, what I tend to do actually is not so much. I'd expect a sort of generic kind of website, you know, products and we are the people and this is where we are and how to contact us, etc., etc., etc. So, as I say, you could have a more sophisticated kind of thing that actually sort of, you know, kind of an e-commerce-y kind of site that allowed you to look up particular products and stuff like that, and maybe even buy stuff directly off a website. The other thing I do is if I'm interested in something, is I tend to put the company name in them and then put complaint after it in Google and see what sort of whether there's any sort of noise about it.